welcome to Vista Voices. I'm your host, Chris Fasano.
And I am one of your hosts, James Lynch.
And today we have special guests from a program within Vista called Thrive. Joining us is Tammy Meyer, one of the workers at Thrive and a student of Thrive. So thank you for being on the show. My question for you, Tammy, is how did the Thrive program start?
Well, the Thrive program started with an idea from Kitty Fitzpatrick and Mary Wheeler. They wanted to do a program for our members that are 45 years and older because of a lot of them were stuck in their apartments. So this was created to give them more community experiences and activities.
And Jen, what do you like most about Thrive?
The activities. We go out for lunch, we go to museums, I go shopping, we go to the movies if it's a rainy day.
My question for both of you is, what time does the Thrive program start at?
It starts at
We start with Thrive. It goes 4 days a week now. It goes Tuesdays through Fridays, and we start from 12 to 5. I pick up the members and I drop them off. So we do a lot in those 4 hours of a day.
Very interesting. And that leads to my next question here. How does everyone get to this Thrive program?
I pick them up, and sometimes if we have tickets, because we do plays and stuff during the week, sometimes I will let the members know a little bit that I have to pick them up a little bit earlier. So they're always ready by 12, or sometimes we actually leave sometimes a few minutes early, and I pick them up and I drop them off. But we do get stuck in traffic because we travel all over the state of Connecticut. So sometimes we get back late.
And I can't wait until I'm that age to be able to do that.
Well, we would love having you, any of
Yes,
you guys.
we would.
It'd be a great opportunity for you guys when you get 45. I'm looking forward to having new people come in.
me too.
And we have a lot aging out, so we're looking forward to a whole new transition of individuals coming through.
Well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. That's it for Vista Voices.
Part 2 will continue.
Welcome back with Vista Voices. We have Thrive people to come here. So let me get some questions for them. When is the Thrive program started?
The Thrives program started as of January 1st. This year will be 2 years we have been running. So we've done 2 full years almost. So it's been an adventure.
How long have you worked in the Thrive program, Tammy?
I've done the Thrive program for almost 2 years. So we've done a lot of different things. We've met a lot of different people. We've done a lot of community projects over the 2 years. So it has been very interesting in getting to know all the members and the places we go.
I'm Tammy. What kind of I'm Tammy. What kind of activities do you do at the Thrive program?
So we do therapeutic art, we do meditations, we go out to lunch, we do community projects, we do a lot of interesting stuff, arts and crafts. So there's all kinds of
Shopping.
stuff.
We went
Shopping.
to UConn. We went to UConn bookstore,
Yeah.
and then we took a tour to Middletown. We drive all the way up to Middletown.
And can you tell them what we did to Middletown?
We went to Wesfield go and see the scarecrows. Scarecrows show.
Yeah.
We're getting to see those. I can't wait to see those again.
So we do some interesting
Yeah.
stuff. We go all over the state.
Museum
Yeah.
shopping.
Yep. And we're actually on the art tour, so we get to see all 30-some museums for free that now since we are on the art tour. So we're
Yep.
trying to do all 30 museums in a year.
Yeah.
Then so we can win a prize for dinner.
Yep. We did bingo, and we do work and do older people's homes.
Yeah, we actually team up, David, with
Yeah.
we team up with community leaders like Westbrook Senior Center. We have partnered with them. We've partnered with Chase Mount to do projects with the elderly.
Yeah.
We do a lot of stuff like that. We have partnered up with different organizations from police, fire. We do a lot of things that to help out anywhere we can help out in the community. We've done boxes to boots for
Yep.
soldiers.
Yeah.
So we try to get ourselves out there to help out as much as we can.
Yes.
Yep. Especially helping out my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. It's
Thank
been
you.
a great time talking
Thank
with you
you.
Thanks,
guys.
Scully.
Thank you for
Thank you.
being here.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Lynch's Monthly Sports Jam. I am your host, James Lynch, and today we are going to discover from our last episode the Mets payroll from 2023, continuing it for a bit. We will start off with the Mets payroll from 2023 being the highest in the MLB because of one of the richest businessmen in the country, Steve Cohen, who bought the franchise from Fred Wilpon and Sal Cox, entering with negotiations in August of 2020 for $2.4 billion. It was officially announced in October of 2020 after being approved by the league, which is the MLB as we know today, and officially being able to take over in November of that year, having then to be allowed for the sale, and of course by the majority of the owners that voted for this to happen unanimously. Now, he did have half control of the team, becoming minority owner after acquiring an only 8%, very small amount with the New York Mets for $40 million during the 2012 calendar year, having very little control of them from both Fred Wilpon and Jeff Wilpon, his son, who both still own the majority of the team before these gentlemen lost about $700 million from Brenny Manoff's Pony Shizim. Steve got right into it by clearing the front office, by firing general manager Ronnie Van Wagen along with Jerry Porter, the team's executive vice president and general manager of his Mets during that offseason after the 2020 season, while retaining Luis Rojas, who had been in the system for the Mets, having him become general manager as well for 2021. Before, they did not live up to expectations, so he got fired at the end of that season. That was all because he had so much money to spend, as those guys did not do well after not living up to expectations in 2019 and 2020, spending money on worn-out, old, veteran players, knowing the new owner wanted winning seasons consistently. I would say this gentleman made all the right moves, as this is a franchise in New York that wants to win as soon as possible. If that means clearing the house and going with the people that want to win right now when hiring Billy Epler in October 21 after another disappointing season, then do it. I love sharing new things with everyone, so thank you for joining me on Lynch's Monthly Sports Jam. We will see you next time.
Hello and welcome to the continuation of the first annual Real Deal Spooktacular. I'm your host, Chris Fasano, and today I'll be reviewing the seminal classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas, which in my opinion functions as a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. I want to cut straight to the chase and say this film is a masterpiece, blending beautiful stop-motion animation, gothic overtones, and holiday cheer in a package that has enough surprises to keep kids entertained and adults enthralled. The stop-motion animation is so sophisticated that it will instantly evaporate your memory of the Rankin Bass cartoons from the 60s with its seamless movement. The plot revolves around Jack Skellington, who is reported as the king of Halloween Town. However, he has become jaded of the traditions of his sequestered holiday, and has a childlike curiosity of other holidays, like Christmas especially. He visits Christmas Town, becomes enamored with the traditions surrounding Christmas, and he schemes to recreate it without understanding the true meaning of the holiday. I simply love the worlds of this movie that were juxtaposed by a forest, which is the most unique concept for any movie. The songs are appropriately mixed with somber solos and upbeat whimsical flair, which makes them insanely catchy. The voice acting is quite great as well, especially Danny Elfman as Jack Skellington and Paul Reubens as a mad doctor who has a malevolent streak. The film delighted me from beginning to end, and it is totally justified in its reference even today. I am giving it a 9.5 out of 10, and thank you for watching this episode of Real Deal.
Hi, I am David Reese, and I am going to talk about this week's sports highlights. This week in baseball, the Yankees are out of the playoffs, and the American League Championship series is between the Seattle Mariners and between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays, and Seattle has never been to the World Series. And Seattle has never been to the World Series. Perhaps they can go perhaps they can go for the first time if they win this series. This week in WNBA, this week in WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces win WNBA championship again, beating the Phoenix Mercury 4-0. This week in soccer, the World Cup qualifier is continuing. However, the United States has already qualified because they are a host nation. This week in NFL, the Patriots are in first place in the AFC East. They have won three consecutive games. Their young quarterback Drake May has been playing like a veteran. My favorite game of the week is the New England Patriots beating the New Orleans Saints. Three consecutive games. Go Patriots. The game I am looking forward to next is New England Patriots against Tennessee Titans, where Mike Vrabel used to coach, and to see if the Patriots can win their fourth consecutive game. See you next time at the dugout.
Hi, I'm your host, Junior Lugger. This is Denny's Football Facts. Los Angeles Rams has won the fourth game of the season with Baltimore Ravens. The next game is NFL Week 7 is Jacksonville Jaguars in Wembley Stadium in London, United Kingdom for an international game on Sunday, October 19, 2025. Jacksonville Jaguars has been playing international game before, but Los Angeles Rams never played international games since 6 years ago. Jacksonville Jaguars has been losing too much along with Los Angeles Rams, because Jacksonville Jaguars are always playing with the rules easily. Los Angeles Rams know the rules and are stronger along with Jacksonville Jaguars. During the game, Jacksonville Jaguars will be having a half good and a half bad beginning of the game and end of the game. Los Angeles Rams will have a good beginning of the game and good for end of the game. Jacksonville Jaguars are the weakest team in the NFC South, and Los Angeles Rams are the strongest team in NFC West. So Los Angeles Rams will beat all NFC South teams once overall in 2025 season. After summer games for Los Angeles Rams will have a bye week in week for NFL Week 8. So Los Angeles Rams will be taking a break for the week of Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, Monday, October 27th, 2025. Check out more about Los Angeles Rams next time. See you later.
Hello, I'm Jack Calver, and welcome to the Math Corner, where I will teach you math my way. Today, we'll be delving into differentiation and proving several definitions of the rate of change. The derivative of a function has several definitions: the slope of a tangent line, the velocity of the position, the rate of change of the position with respect to the other axis, and two calculable definitions. To start, I've drawn an arbitrary curve and picked an arbitrary point on that curve. Cue the picture! A secant line is a line that goes through 2 points on the curve. As the other point approaches the steady point, the secant line starts to become the tangent line. To identify the x value at the other point, we will simply draw a vertical line. Unfortunately, I can't just draw the animation, so you'll have to imagine it yourself. Just picture x and an arbitrary function of x by imagining a point that moves up and down as x increases. Then pick a steady point and locate a random other point. Draw a vertical line at each of the points and then move this point toward the fixed one. We'll call this moving vertical line x equals t. As t approaches x, the slope of the secant line, which is f of t minus f of x over t minus x, approaches the slope of the tangent line, which is f prime of x. Now let's do some algebra. If we let x equals t plus h, then we get f of t minus f of x over t minus x equals f of x plus h minus f of x over h. I don't like using that one, but it's the one they teach you in school. My favorite is the one with x and t. Finally, imagine a 3D curve where x and y are p of z and q of z, respectively. The tangent line shows the absolute derivative of the parametric. If you project it onto the xz plane, you get p prime of z as the slope. If you project it onto the yz plane, you get q prime of z as a slope. Z always changes at the same rate as time. Therefore, the parametric definition of the derivative is also the rate of change. Speaking of time, I've got to go. Tune in next week to derive the existence of the natural exponential function. I'm Jack Calver, and this has been the Math Corner.